Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Barnstable this morning. 8 minutes past the top of the hour on this Monday morning, and live in studio, Tom Lynch. Tom, good morning.
Well, good morning to you.
How are you today?
Well, I'm just great. I mean, we were at the events together yesterday on the Village Green, also at the concert, and I don't think I've ever been prouder of Barnstable. It was just wonderful. I want to begin by thanking actually 375 committee. All year long they've been having events in each of the villages, although I'd say when we started out with the rededication of the town seal in the spring, that was more of a town-wide event and very well attended over in Barnstable Village. But after that, we had a whole series of events that took place in each of the villages, and I ate cake at a Katuitt Kedalias Hyannis game that they fed to everyone there, a big 375 cake. They had picnics in some of the villages. They had individual fireworks that went on, and whether it was Centerville or West Barnstable or you know, there were just so many things that you could attend and feel good about. I thought yesterday kind of brought it all together. You know, first there was the picnic certainly on the Village Green, and it was so we had everything in the 7 villages, and then we all came together as a town. And I think, as I heard you talk about during your opening, there were people from all walks of life, all age groups, just a lot of laughter and fun on the Village Green, and there was just a comfortable. It was comfortable being together with all of your fellow you know, residents from each of the villages, right. And I just thought it was well done, and the food was good.
It was,
and the cake was great, and Hoodsy ice creams, and you saw a little kid just taking cakes. I mean, there were just so many little vignettes of scenes that you saw. You know, we sold you know, T-shirts and things of that nature that that people had there. So. And that memorabilia is going to, I think, you know, continue to sell over. And the book, Indeed. The Nancy Shoemaker's, you know, 375 compilation, and that's something I brought up over to Barnstable, England, and shared with them. It was really, it just got all pulled together. And of course, the concert that night. I mean, goodness gracious, it was. I'm not sure how to describe it. It brought together all of so much talent that has gone through Barnstable High School, or, you know, folks who've lived there, maybe gone to Cape Cod Academy, another one of our schools, and just highlighted it in words and music and poetry that just captured Barnstable. And I thought that, you know, it started off great with the Star Spangled Banner with Siobhan and the Cape Symphony, and Young Ho Park just brings such energy to whatever
he really
he's doing. And I thought you know, they had the Cut of Your Jib that was read by someone who had taken her grandmother, probably great-great-grandmother's you know, words about, you know, things that had happened in the whaling industry and all of that. And that was again linked with one of Siobhan's song about the Widow Walk that she had put together. And, you know, Kurt Vonnegut's, you know, capturing of Barnstable.
A little levity in there as well. Great. It was perfect.
Yeah, and then the poetry of Hannah Van Shivers, she was just great.
She was amazing. I have to say that was one of my favorite parts of the whole performance was Hannah's poem. As a person who grew up here on the Cape, it struck so many chords that it actually brought a tear to my eye, I have to say, because it was a great combination of a love for Cape Cod as well as the amusement that you get telling people, you know, this is where I live.
Yeah, she covered everything from tourism to Rotaries to why it's a special place, and did it with humor and an expression that was just really terrific. And then, you know, again, the singing of Siobhan and Kaylee, her younger sister. Kate McGarry was just
fantastic.
Terrific, and she did a duet with her brother. Of course, that's a big family from Hyannis, and you know, been around quite a while, and a lot of them have stayed. Others have gone off and sought their fortune, fame and fortune in other places. She's twice nominated for Grammy Awards, so it was really, all of that was good. The music that the symphony played to accompany various pieces that they did, the big video screen that showed different things. I think it all came together with Seven Faces of a Stone. Brett Abagania, who was commissioned to write the piece, had spent a lot of time talking and working with Barnstable, and we had a professional narrator, a Hyannis resident,
with a wonderful voice.
Oh, he's just
amazing to listen to him
speak. He does voiceovers in Hollywood. I mean, he's, you know, when you look at the talent that's come, and I thought it was nice that they gave a nice round of applause for John Sullivan,
yes.
Pointed out a few people in the audience that had helped some of these people along the way, and so we can be proud of their contribution to, you know, the society as a whole through music and writing. But Dr. Abagania really captured, I thought, each of the villages, and he had taken a ride around with Lynn Poyant and Nancy Shoemaker and myself in terms of looking at each of the villages, and he really tried to capture in both with words, video, and again, of course, with the music, kind of the tone of each village. And if you were from West Barnstable, you could get that serenity. If you were from, you know, Barnstable Village, you felt that history and the localness and the you know, revolutionary aspect to it. I thought he was rather amusing when he took a tour. It is, you know, you have to want to go there. You know, you have to find that. Marston's Mills with the rural nature of that community. I'm picturing the different farm areas, the horse farm and the airfield that were put up on the screen as we went through. Centerville, you know, my village, talking about how it just kind of brought a lot of the villages together because it has all of those components. And of course Hyannis with the vibrant activity and everything that was going on with that. And made a few cracks about Osterville, but captured Osterville as well too. I thought it was just really, really well done. And the thing I heard leaving was how proud people felt of Barnstable. They just had a sense of pride, and I hope that people saw that what I think the committee was trying to do through the picnic and the concert was to make it very personal, to make it, you know, it wasn't that we were asking the world to come and share Barnstable. We were asking ourselves to say, look what we've got, and isn't this special, and aren't we lucky to have it every day? So my hats go off to the hard work of all the volunteers. You saw how many blue shirts were there yesterday on staff helping to make everything run smoothly, whether it was the libraries helping out with all the games or all of the people who were cooking and preparing the food for us. And the Barnstable Town Band, as you pointed out earlier, they were great all afternoon. The kids are involved. I'm trying to think of something that you could say, oh, it didn't go well, but I can't think of what that. We could have done this better. I don't think so. The very steady crowd all afternoon. As soon as you walked in, you felt comfortable. You felt like, boy, this is happening, and people are feeling good about this. So
exactly, it was just right. I think just
Yep.
right, and wonderful again to see our town come together
Yep.
in really all day, in both at the picnic and then at the concert as well. And it really was a really wonderful tribute to our town. And I have to say, I was one of those people who walked out of the concert last night feeling really proud to live here.
Proud. And you know, today there's, you know, our finance director, Mark Milne, is taking a group of government finance officers around to tour the airport and the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, because they like to get together in small groups and kind of see projects that are out there and how they're funded and how they're working. And then later we've got the director of the EPA coming down to do some work on Wednesday and to talk about climate adaptation issues and such. So we've got to get back to the other stuff, and I sent our budget action calendar to all of the town councils, so that they have that for fiscal year 16. So we'll start talking about those things next week and beyond. But this was just a weekend of celebration. I applaud everyone who had so much to do with it and make it feel so great.
Happy birthday, Barnstable.
Happy birthday, Barnstable.
Well, Tom, thank you so much, as always, for joining us. A pleasure to have you here, and we will talk with you again next week.
Okay,
and
Sarah.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
More to come here on Barnstable this morning. Gary